That, and then I'm just like, I hope people actually give it the respect to like not intentionally like try to make it fail. Like qualifying and then, you know, week 2 being like, you know, we don't want to play anymore. It's pretty common to see an uptick of team signups the day before signups end. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. I hate that. That's like, honestly, like the only real like fear, I guess. So I think as long as like there's enough teams to play and stuff, it'll be fine. Said too often in PCC. Yeah, I mean it's just the unfortunate reality of comp. But it's also a little bit more laid back than PCC, I think, since it's like one set weekly, etc. As opposed to like taking up a full day, all that kind of stuff.
Never stop.
I hope people enjoy it though while it's around. I guess I'll just check it next game. Sorry, Kaz, sorry. I had to troll Mercy for the one time.
I see now.
Be better for the players for sure. Hopefully. Oh shit.
This will do nicely.
We'll be on Twitch. Yeah, they'll be broadcasting. Twitch.PPL. Should have a link to the Twitch as well as the Discord.
Keep moving.
Give Pred comp players a taste of variety in comp. I mean, realistically, like, it would be the next step for the comp scene to develop into a more formatted league, as opposed to just random tournaments. That would be the next step for a comp game, so we'll see.
Be back soon.
Is there an official Amita back league? As far as I'm aware, Amita doesn't back anything.
Useful.
Your league level, you think it's better than a tournament? I mean, I think tournaments can be exciting in themselves, but I think like
I'll take that.
they're just so much less. Like they're generally more hype than like league games, for example. But like league games build the storyline and stuff like that, and all that kind of important stuff that I think you lose in a tournament format. Because typically, what happens in tournaments is like teams will split up in between the tournaments, or teams won't practice as well like in between the tournaments because they're like, the tournament is for another 3 months. We'll wait 2 months to practice, then they only practice for a month. It really limits the competitive like
down one girl this
push,
year.
if that makes sense.
Good
Just one more
afternoon,
than
so
Denim David ever could.
Yeah, Tyler, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. We'll be back to the bird nest for the 9 months, brother. I appreciate it. What are you naming our child?
Come, the party's this way.
Electric, thank you for the follow.
I will adapt.
I think I can punish. Nah, probably not.
Don't wait up. Excellent.
So on the games evolves competitively too, so people are really iterating as much. Agreed. But we'll see how it goes. I think the first season of it will be pretty telling in terms of how people feel about it. Having the 5+ subs isn't easy for you. Well, you don't need subs. The subs are just like a cap. It means 5 players plus whatever subs is what I think it means. But you really only need 5 players. You don't actually need subs. Subs, I think, are like,
Extra power.
if you want them, you can have them. But if you do have them, you can only have a certain amount. So struggle on the 5. I mean, I think it's easier the more you play, because then you get like more known with the actual comp players as opposed to just like picking up randoms. Getting into it, I think, is harder than actually being in it, if that makes sense. Also, just being active in the community in general. Oh, he's ult, or flash not ult. Okay.
You won't know I'm gone.
Good players will see a set name and be like, shit, NF instead of playing the game.
I need this.
I think Pred ranked is just like, it's kind of just a joke. Oh, comp? Yeah, I would agree with that. I think people also hold too much on name, like recognition. They're like, oh, this guy is good because he is friends with X, instead of just being like, let me try this guy out and see how good he is. Coming to their own conclusion. Actually, like, playing with them or seeing them play. But that's like any esport, not even just like a Pred issue. That's what you're about to say. I mean, it's just that's just the nature of esports in general.
Never stop.
But like generally, the teams that'll end up being great are the teams that will generally be the most open-minded. I feel like. Like you have the teams that are open-minded, then you have the teams that are like they stick together for 3 years and then get better. They're sort of the change. Well, ranked is supposed to kind of be like that area, but unfortunately ranked is kind of like a joke, and then because it's treated as a joke, people don't take it serious, so then people don't take it serious, so they don't necessarily improve that nature of their name, which is kind of just unfortunate. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if you're not like a top 4 team in the last PCC, like, you have 0 name recognition, in my opinion.
Ready. Who is next?
I think it's Mickey Mouse really doesn't matter exactly. But it doesn't like have to be that way. They just like make it that way, which is really silly. Like ranked should be the stepping stone to get into comp, to be honest. Like I should be able to look at the leaderboard and be like, all right, this guy's, he's climbing. We'll try him out, see how good he is. You know what I mean? Like it's like the stepping stone, especially for like lower end teams. Like that's where you pick up the good players from, where you pick up like new players and then you climb the ladder. But be brave enough to run their shit regardless. I mean, if you're him, you're him. That's it, really. It's nature of all sports. The fuck you mean? Well, actual sports are typically ran by like not the players. The thing with like esports is almost always run by the players. It's almost never run by like an org or like an above person, if that makes sense. Like the players pick who they want to play with. So if you're not friends with the players, for example, or the players don't think you're good, you're done. It doesn't matter what your stats are, etc. Like in actual sports, like you have analysts looking at your stats, looking at your performance and things like that, and then they get put on the team, and you don't get a say as a player for the most part. It's not really the same as esports. Find your actual limits. Yeah, I think literally just playing and just forcing yourself to be in a position where you have to improve is always the best, in my opinion. Depends on the size of the esport. League is like that. I mean, League is like the only one, I think. Maybe like CSGO or something, but great advice, just get better. Well, the advice is basically put yourself in a position to be better. Like, if you're scared of... If you suck at laning, and you suck at 1v1ing in lane, then force yourself to 1v1 in the lane, constantly. If you go 0-2, who cares, brother? You'll get better at the game eventually. They're called limits. Well, you have to push your limits. You don't know if CSGO's like that, but it probably is. I mean, it's big enough that it wouldn't surprise me if it is. Same with like Valorant, probably as well. Similar vein.
Excellent.
You're approaching the limits of how good you are. I mean, there's always different ways to improve. Like, you could approach the limit of your mechanical capabilities, but you could also improve your gameplay knowledge, or like play differently in a matchup to put yourself in a better position. Like, there's always things that you can do. You get an analyst for every signed team in Apex. Then I would imagine CSGO does, because it's even bigger than Apex. He might die.
I can't stay exposed.
Enemy tower is under attack.
Too much damage. Death sentence ready.
No, he actually came this way.
Come.
Thought he was gonna drop into the river. R6 had a pretty big comp circle, but not sure how it is now, though. No idea.
I need this.
What about Maguli? He's top in the world games. Shouldn't that mean something? No, because unfortunately ranked means nothing. Especially after they changed the system. So it's like borderline impossible for people to catch up. Not a bad player, but he kind of struggles a little bit in comp. I think mainly from inexperience.
Focus.
Like, playing in comp is way different than playing in, like, ranked, for example.
We fight well.
That's actually so funny. He pulled him into the fucking, like, pillar. Then playing common play on 100% plays. He struggles in the transition between meaningless to meaningful games. Meant to block even if he doesn't admit it, there's a clear difference. I would probably agree with that.
Death is here.
It's just like a different mentality when you play comp that I think he struggles with. On that rank means dick if you aren't performing competitively. I mean, usually they go somewhat hand in hand in terms of like they're loosely correlated, but it's just different. Like when you play versus somebody in comms versus playing people not in comms, like that's a completely different aspect of the game. Or if like you try to ego check somebody, like in comp, like you can get punished way harder for doing something like that. Or like getting picked randomly late game because you're trying to make a play is like way harder in comp than it is in ranked. Because like in ranked, you can get picked and they might not pull the objective still. You get picked in comp, like you could just actually lose the game. Is there a hardest role? I mean, every role's hard in their own right. I wouldn't say the roles per se are hard. I think having a high impact in the roles is kind of a little bit more, like, is where the biggest difference is in players. Not necessarily them being bad at the role, but like how much of an impact they have on the role. I think most competitive games look down on their ranked modes. I would agree. I think ranked mode is just like the low starting mode. But there are like some games where it's like kind of respected, like Valorant or CSGO. Like I feel like people are respected in that. I feel like MOBAs ranked is kind of looked down
Don't
upon.
wait up.
But then again, like, I feel like if you're a challenger in League, I feel like you could probably get on a team. So, like, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's not really like you're high in ranked, so you're going to be high on a comp team or like a pro team. I feel like high level ranked play is like your transition to like low level comp. And then you climb the comp ladder. But like at the end of the day, your performance in comp will always determine whether or not you can be on a higher end team. But it's like the starting aspect. So I think if you go to like the top end, like pro level, they'll always have the same opinion of ranked is meaningless. But it's not really because like they're not really like ranked isn't for them. That's at least in my experience. What the fuck? I got hooked there? I can't believe that didn't do any damage.
Taking damage.
The casuals thought they were nuts. Comp player that plays comp consistently is rank 1 player. That player is bringing in the rank 1 mentality to their comp games. Pushing to comp and isn't bringing the same level of fire that made him rank 1. True.
You won't know I'm gone. I need this.
So in the Halo scene, it meant very little. In 2, it meant you cheated, and in 3, getting high rank was easy. If you didn't make it to Sunday, then it didn't matter. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's like. I don't think ranked is ever going to be taken serious at like the highest level. Again, I think it's like the low level comp. It's your entry level. It's more of like a. I feel like ranked is more of a. If you can't do that, you shouldn't even try. Like if you can't get Paragon in ranked. Honestly, you have like no chance in comp. Like you will actually just have 0 chance. So like, don't even waste your time.
I owe you one. Never alone. The end is the same.
I see why Joe doesn't play comp now. I mean, Joe could probably play comp if he took it serious. Revert to a safe play style. Yes. I think they just default to the it's comp, so like I can't play any particular way without getting punished or something like that. Like I feel like that's what it is usually.
Be back soon.
Like people that would 1v1 you in mid in ranked will play comp, and then they'll be like, I literally can't 1v1 because I'll get ganked. And it's just like, as long as you have good awareness and things like that, you can still 100% do that kind of stuff. Joe probably has the greatest mental of any pred creator. I mean, Joe's just a nice guy. Oh, bro, I got hooked out of my ult. That's actually so tragic. I was about to go sicko mode right there, bro. Just launch at the game and picks just not to running gun on anyone he completes moves. Yeah. Paragon is like a complete participation trophy at the moment. I wish they would actually just, like, oh, man. I feel like games miss the point so much on ranked, and it makes ranked modes such a joke. I feel like a lot of games have this weird mentality where ranked should be a participation trophy based on the percentage of like the amount of games that you play instead of like your actual level of the game. It's so annoying. So many games do that, and I actually hate it.
Reborn, not alive.
That and like the way matchmaking works in this game is fucking horrific.
I will adapt.
Allied tower is under attack.
Sleep.
Yeah, one day a game will make rank based off your actual elo and not random points, and it'll mean way more, honestly. It's consistent with a lot of other balancing decisions that are based around inclusivity. That's true. It's very true.
A gift. Sleep. Let's save that target for later. No escape. Too much damage.
Oh my god, bro. My ult was like an inch out of fucking the range. Holy fuck, his screen's broken. Get real active there on Kallari. I hit a 3-man ult and just didn't hit the Drongo because he got pulled. You got me, man. Bro is tilted, literally. Gotta stop trying to make competitive games not competitive. Yes! Thank you! Thank you! I've been saying that for years, man. If it's a competitive game, it should be competitive. It can be casual in casuals. That's the whole point. But if the game is a competitive game, lean into it being competitive, man. It's so crazy to me. I say the same shit. Mercy, get over the orb, brother. You could have stole that shit
I am awake.
if you weren't jerking off. It's so crazy people make like a competitive game like, hey, let's make a MOBA, i.e. a competitive game, and then make it not competitive. It's like, why? Why would you do that?
Ready. Who is next?
The whole point is that it's a competitive game. Making it casual just defeats the purpose of the actual game itself. And then it undermines the individual mechanics of the game. Those are inherently competitive and invite such an audience. I would agree. Like, I don't play a MOBA to be casual. And if they're casual players, they're probably not going to stick around with a MOBA. Like, MOBAs are for people that want to, like, grind games and get, like, good at games. And, like, be competitive. Doesn't mean you can't play it casually, but, like, you shouldn't lean to that audience, in my opinion. I think all PvP games are competitive. That's not true. They can be, but they aren't inherently. For example, Tarkov, right? Battle Royales. Not every Battle Royale. They can be, but they can also not be competitive at the same time. It depends. But you can play those very casually. Doesn't mean you can't play them competitively, but they're not necessarily inherently designed to be competitive. Not like a tactical shooter like fucking CSGO or something, where it's literally like the entire design philosophy is competitive.
Damage.
Why did my flash get taken? Or not my flash, my fucking invis.
Don't wait up. Each with our uses. Up.
There's an important but you shouldn't balance your game around them. Well, casuals will play the game one way or another. Like casuals, like they play the game based on being able to play with like friends and things like that, or just having something that they enjoy playing. But like if somebody's playing a MOBA casually, they're probably one-tricking, and at that point, like you can still balance the game competitively because they're gonna one-trick anyways. And if you one-trick, it doesn't really matter if it's balanced or not. They don't even look at balance. That's what I'm saying. Like they'll just one-trick something and just play one thing. My bubble. Bro, I got hooked. I did not randomly, I guess. You played Smite, you never looked at patch notes? I mean, if you're playing casuals, why would you? Or if you're playing casually, why would you?
I shan't be long.
All the games you play balance the game for the 5% at the high end. You probably play competitive games. What is this cat emote? Why is this cat twerking on my screen, Gag? What is that? Is that a furry emote? Question mark? You scared about the new skins dropping. Are you a casual, Juan? Did you just expose yourself? Thank you for the 15 bits, Gag. You mean like this? Stop! I'm about to goon.
The only losses are the ones that you don't that like are realized. You know what I mean?
Go Ned, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate back to the bird nest. Meow. Yeah, it's posted that emote 1,000 times. Yeah, I haven't paid attention to it really. Emotes are kind of small on my screen because I have a small chat. I don't compensate on my chat like some people. Don't casual. They don't keep the game alive because the game is catered to them. They keep the game alive because they play the game. Typically, casual players play the game based off of, like, other people playing the game. Like, how do I explain it? Your chat's huge. I have it on, like, the mid-size. Because I don't have a lot of space, so if I make it the large size, I can't
Game is
read it.
game.
Game is game, baby. Game is game. What was I gonna say? A 10 thank you for the 15 bits. Oh, like, so, like, casual players, like, they play the game based off of, like, playing with their friends, and then also, like, they want to play, like, the thing that other people play. Like, streamers and things like that. Your chat is reasonably average. Define average. About 1.25? Somebody kill that fucking drone.
Here I come. Inevitability. A gift.
That guy's actually one shot.
Ready.
Your base is looking really good in Power World. You'll have to show me later.
A gift.
When is 6 streaming again? When is the game gonna be good? Bro, I kind of needed the heal on that. I guess he needed mana.
Sleep. A gift. Death sentence ready.
Oh, hello. Mercy, try not to miss the smite.
How I'll survive. I will adapt.
Was waiting the answer, but honestly, it's hard to stream it for long periods of time. I'm a champion among men. Bro, honestly, Pred is like... I wish I could enjoy streaming it more. I do. Because I enjoy the game, but holy fuck, it's long to play. It's so difficult to play for a long period of time, it is. Like, I played every day, but I keep it like 5-6 hours. I honestly wish I could stream the game like 8 to 10 easily. But like, it's so hard to enjoy the game that much. Like, I want to be able to do that, but it's so tough. And then when the games are like really bad, it's like so demotivating. Which is quite often. Why are we inting, brother? Just play the Fangtooth. Okay, we just lose the game, I guess.
A gift. No escape.
Oh my god, I'm fucking... Bro, why? Bro, why int in mid? I don't get it. Just want to lose. I guess. I don't get it, brother. They just want to lose. Why are you there? Why are you there? Literally setting wave. Literally setting wave. And you guys get picked. What? 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 You're literally getting picked? Brother, I'm reporting Mercy's dumbass, honestly. Actual bots. I'm reporting Mercy, bro. Actual AI, dude. Getting wave prio so the waves push when we do the Fangtooth. Crazy concept. I don't know how Jay kept that guy on a leash. All I know is Mercy was not making the shot calls in PCC, clearly.
Sleep. I'll take that. Be back soon.
I mean, Mercy, all you need to know. Then I actually don't know why he just
Need
inted.
this.
And they tried to blame me. It was actually crazy. I definitely inted after, but like, holy fuck. I report once a set. Honestly, bro, I was told you threw up the F6 after the that Kallari clip that he had the other day. I would have done the same thing, honestly. I might have just left, honestly. I might not even have played it out. Hey guys, let's not get picked, please. This just in, setting the wave.
Fight them?
Brother, like,
Not a good
why?
idea right now.
What are we fighting for right there? The Fangtooth that's not up? Or sorry, the orb that's not up?
This will do nicely.
Holy fuck.
Sleep. A gift. Careful.
Oh my god, I'm a bot. Bro.
No rush. Another one.
I'm actually a bot. What major change are to make to the game? Something specific, not something general. The map. Map is terrible. I'm so annoyed, bro. Mercy actually pissed me off, dude. I was vibing so chill today, and then Mercy just typed that dumb shit and inted twice in my game, and then proceeded to lose me this game, and now I'm annoyed, bro. I actually can't stand when people type and do some dumb shit. Like, actually insane. Actual brain rot.
Your death is my mission.
When running a free primal to losing the game. Yeah, I went from winning the game to Mercy inting my game away. It's fantastic. Him and Geek Bar, brother. Honestly, 210 on Greystone. Brother, that's 2 and 20 on my screen. Inting, reported.